Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Of course, it's your girl Chiamaka Okebuna. If this is your first time stumbling on my channel, you are very much welcome. Now let's jump into this. So you know how I'm all about saving, save for rainy day, save for this. However, what apps do you use to save, especially for entry level? Like, you're just coming in now, because you're entry level, your risk appetite is pretty low, right? You're very scared. You don't want to lose your money, you don't want to lose your principal. Yeah, so I'm gonna give you different saving apps that you can use, probably different types of savings that you can do for an entry level. I'm also going to give you an example of some of these applications. Yep, I am. But with all of this, remember that savings is a habit. Small, it's not a it's a I'm sorry, but it's a habit. It's something you build over time. It requires consistency. That's the way you build up your savings. You cannot save. What I'm trying to say is, you want to save 500,000, or you can save it over a period, not bam, bim. It's a process. Now, no much talk. The first one is target savings. There are so many apps out there, so many applications, especially by fintechs, that have this savings option. So it's called target savings. So what it does is simply, you can lock your money. So say I'm saving for house rent, it gives me that option to say, this is what I want to be saving for this period, and I will lock my money. It helps you to be disciplined, such that if you try to withdraw your money before that period, okay, madam, they will take a percentage of that money. So you only say you want to lock the money for 6 months. While you lock that money, they're also giving you interest on it. That's the sweetest part. And this interest sometimes is usually bigger than a traditional savings account, and a lot of people do it. Let me tell you, that's why they say, if a lady says she doesn't have money, ask her to open a PiggyVest account, right? Yeah. So, but the most popular one here in Nigeria is PiggyVest. They are like the most popular, the most used by a lot of people, because I think they were the ones who, I might be wrong with this, please don't quote me, but they pushed the idea of this target savings, this unlocked savings a lot, vault savings or something. So a lot of people started with them, and a lot of people have been enjoying the services, so a lot of people stayed with them basically. So they offer higher interest rate than traditional banking, and the fact that it helps you be disciplined. You can't just wake up and say you want to spend the money for something else. Otherwise, if you want the money earlier than the period you've locked it for, you can get that money. The only thing is that they take a certain percentage. There are a lot of other fintech apps that you can check that do this. PiggyVest, top of the list. Kuda Carbon, right? You can just check all those other, is majorly fintechs. Just check and see. There's also CareerWise. Next one is, which is the one I love so much, is money markets. That's mutual funds. A lot of people do this because your what's it called, your principal is safe, right? So some apps, some companies, asset management companies, have a minimum amount that for starters that you can put. Some is around 5,000. There are others around 10,000. I don't think anybody does above 10,000. You actually find most of them 5,000. Now the question you're asking me is, what is mutual fund? Now mutual fund is a thing where what do they use your money for? That I can explain. They pull this money together and use it for investments. That's the simplest form of my explanation. So it's an investment vehicle where they pull money from various investors and use it to invest in other type of assets. Now your principal, like I said, is safe. So if I start with 5,000 naira, later at each point you can put different amount, 5,000, 10,000, 2,000, this. But the point is, those money you've accumulated, by the time you put it all together, that money is safe. It is, so the risk is quite low. That's why a lot of people do it. And there's a certain percentage, there's a certain interest that comes to you. Now this interest is per annum, so when you see it, know that your interest is per annum. It is not per month or per the money you put, it is per annum. But your interest is safe. There are a lot of companies offer this option. A lot of asset management companies offer this option. The first on the list is Stanbic has an asset management company. We have Stanbic mutual funds, which I think is the most common. There's Coronation and Money Market Fund. There is, I think ARM also has theirs. Yeah, there are others out there. So many asset management companies out there that offer these services. Point is, another thing is, it might seem that it's little, but understand that savings, like I said, is gradual. Your principal is safe, is better than nothing, right? No charges while the money is being kept there. Of course, the returns are higher than traditional banking or savings accounts, so of course it's a better deal. Another one is the digital savings platform. Now, digital savings platforms are also nice. Very similar to target savings account. I think most companies that offer target savings account also offer this. What does it do is, it's being curated in such a way that you can save your money. So what it does is, you can save money. There are so many types now. So the first one we talked about was locking your account. There are other target savings where there are some that are like fixed deposits. There are some that are just a savings account where you can put in your money and they pay you interest on it. So even while you are banking with that account, right, they pay you interest on it. Piggyvest, carbon, a lot guys, a lot. I think I'll try to put some on the screen, but point is, companies offers the savings, these options. A lot of fintechs, especially, name a fintech, check any fintech app you use constantly. It's just that some of them, the percentage when you save is higher than the others. That is why people are sticking to those ones, right? And most of this interest is, of course, sometimes per annum. So yeah, a 9% and 8% and 18%. Remember, the higher the percentage, the more the risk. One, two, if the risk isn't so much, they might need you to lock that money for a time period, or you might require a higher amount for you to invest for a certain period, or for you to save for a certain period. So you want to read the dynamics of those accounts. But are they available? Yes, there are so many digital savings platforms. Be careful, sha. So it's more like the traditional savings account. It just offers you a better percentage, less charges. Yeah, I think Piggyvest has one called Pocket App. You might want to check that out. I saw it while I was checking out other apps okay, I stumbled on it on Instagram from somebody's page, right, and I checked it out. Yeah, so you might want to check that out as well, and see what it offers you. But if you're just starting out, of course, that is something you might want to look into. Another one is cooperative savings. I know cooperative isn't as it used to be before, but I know how well that's helped a lot of families, a lot of people. The problem is finding a very good cooperative that you can join or partner with. That is where the issue is. I'm talking about credit organization, credit cooperative organization, or credit union, right? Finding a reputable one is where the problem is. But when you find one, it just makes sense. What they do in cooperative societies, everybody has a goal, like generally, and then they have contributions that they do. Some are contributions towards buying stuff, some are savings. This cooperative also offer loans, so it's a very, very good one. Some companies have their cooperatives, that's the sweetest part. But if you're looking for a cooperative, please look for one that is registered with the appropriate body, whether federal or state level. Look for one that is registered and recognized, something that is regulated. So they offer, most of them offer low interest loans, right? And also there's this pool savings, but you have to be a member for you to benefit from some of this. That's why you have to look for reputable service providers or cooperatives to join, reputable and regulated ones. They offer so many amazing opportunities, like so many amazing opportunities. It's just that now it's beginning to die. It's not a joke. Even trade unions have their cooperatives, so to speak, right? And it actually helps if you want to buy certain things. So they have people, they have companies that they've partnered with already that you can do buy, pay, small, all of that. So just check out cooperatives. The very final one is your traditional savings account. I know a lot of people would say, no, you don't keep money. Yes, keep some sort of money in your traditional savings account. Truth is, they are the most secure, or rather, to put it this way, I like to have my money in different places. That's the truth. A traditional savings account, because you would need to do transactions from those accounts, right? So in reality, the real truth is the savings account also offers a certain amount of interest. Problem is, we're using our savings account the wrong way. The amount of transactions we do we should do with a savings account is limited. That's why it's a savings account. What we should be using for everyday transaction, a constant sending and all of that, is our current account. Savings account should be receiving more than it is spending, but of course, because of the limited charges on savings account and how current account can be, a lot of us don't use our current account for anything. We don't even have a current account. We majorly stick to our savings account, right? So yeah, I understand that traditional savings account or traditional banking is something else these days, right? And only God knows how many percent on this account, but it's also something you might want to explore, right? Like I said, multiple options. So even while you're doing all of this, you could still do, while you're doing one, you could still do others. Now, these, I hope this is helpful. This is just something for those who are very, very who are just starting and are being careful. This is just for you to warm your feet. This is just for you to test the waters, understanding that savings is a constant thing. It's something you do constantly and you get used to. It's not a one-day thing. So over time, it's an accumulative stuff. It's a habit. So start small, save, be consistent, set achievable goals, and as you grow, you explore more options, more saving options, more riskier ones with the higher returns. Remember, the higher your returns, the more risky it is. So you could move from low risk to maybe medium risk to an acceptable level, right? So as you're exploring more options, you're also increasing the amount. So I hope this is helpful, and I hope it kicks off your saving habit. Well, do let me know in the comment section, what apps do you use, or what apps, even if you're a pro now, what apps were you using before? What were you using before? There was one I used to like. It's just that they've closed down. This farm investment, Farm Crowley and Co. I don't think they still do that. So you put a certain set of money, they tell you the percentage, they tell you the period it's gonna be. Believe me, I used to do that thing a lot, but I don't think they still work, because of crowdfunding, and SEC came up with a serious regulation on crowdfunding, and a lot of people started struggling, and I think they closed. I don't know if they closed, but I think so. Some of them closed, because I was using like two. I'm sure one of them closed. I don't know about the other one. But again, let me know in the comment section, what did you used to use, what are you using now, or which of these options did you used to use, which are you using now? If you're an entry level, which of these options are you willing to try? Yes, just try and wet your feet a bit. Okay, my name is Chiamaka Okebo. Thank you so much for watching this video. You guys know that I love you. In fact, I love you guys, and thank you so much for sticking with me. My name is Chiamaka Okebo once again. Over and out. Bye guys.